Okay, so I have done some thinking and I thought about it and I'm like, I keep on losing these skill checks, these rolls, whatever you want to call them. I keep losing them over and over and over. The ones that are like 80% chance to win. Every time I come across one of those, I keep losing them. It keeps happening. And every time, like the first couple times, it was funny. Like I thought it, it's funny, whatever, I'll just deal with it. But it's getting to the point where it keeps on happening and it's actually killing my enjoyment of the game. Like it is actually just sucking the fun out of me. Like I hated that. It really started to like keep me off because it just kept happening. Like it just kept on happening. It just would not stop happening. So I decided that the way I'm gonna look at this from now on is if it's what I've spec'd my character into, then I'm gonna save scum it. Hell, maybe I'll even save scum some of the other ones or not. It honestly just depends if I really want that outcome or not. Like if I really want to win this dialogue option. Like 80% chances, I will probably always save scum it if it somehow fails, because that is just annoying. I'm not someone who's like, oh, I should get a 100% pure run, blah, 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 whatever. I don't really care. I mean, I pretty much already set that in stone when I jumped off that roof. I saved scum that, so it's like, what? Honestly, the more I think about it now, the more I wish I would have already went back and saved scum the other stuff too. Like I wish I went back and saved scum the boat, the boat, the folders, talking with the fat guy upstairs about the folder. Like the fact that I lost all of those when they were like 70-80% chances, like consistently, is ridiculous. That sucked. Like there's this wall.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Oh, wow. In the dimming light, some things become clear. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Oh, wow. Wait, I might actually be able to... So, you know what? I've decided, you know what? It's fun to save scum this shit. So I've decided, why not? I'm just going to save scum whatever I feel like. And if I don't really feel like save scumming some option, then I'm not going
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see because you see it.
Oh.
Finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Oh, I guess I don't need to save scum this one because I got it. Oh, cool. Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
More.
Oh, wall father.
Him. I must paint this wall, add even more beauty to it.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Sure.
The lieutenant looks up at the wall reluctantly, then back at you. I must talk to Cindy, get the necessary materials from her. Add even more beauty to the wall. Yup, this is my new quest right now. This is top priority.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Wait, hold on.
Hello again, officers.
Cindy, I need some paint and your brush too.
What for?
I'm doing renovation. It's boring, but necessary.
But boring. You're not using my lovely brush to spread boredom.
For art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if it's for art, but what kind of art are we talking about?
To be honest, I haven't really thought of anything yet, but I'm sure I will.
Then you have time to find your own fucking brush.
Damn it. Crush a man's dreams like that. I hope you're happy.
There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. Because you suck in life and in everything.
Jesus, fucking 18? Oh my god, there's no way it's gonna happen.
They do say the painter always paints his own portrait.
That's lame.
No, it's great.
I'm gonna paint a self-portrait, but sort of, from the inside to show people what it's like.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, Piggo.
If I had some interpretive dance.
I think everyone would rather you didn't.
Okay, I won't do that. Please just give me some paint and a brush. I need to do some art.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portraits.
Oh, thanks, Cindy.
Oh, but I'm all out of fuel oil.
Fuel?
He looks back at the paint dripping on the wall, then back at her, struck by a sudden
That
realization.
wasn't paint. It was heavy fuel oil, marked red for use by government vehicles.
Oh,
What do you think I was using? Aquarels?
You know what you should be able to find in your government-issued vehicle? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil.
can't I just use paint?
Are you kidding me? Fuel oil is so much cooler. No way you're disfiguring that beautiful wall with something as pedestrian as ordinary paint.
Kim, my friend. Would you be willing to sacrifice some of your fuel oil for art?
My fuel oil is for my kinema. Use your own fuel if you are unable to contain your artistic impulses, but please, leave my kinema out of it.
Damn. Catch you later, Cindy. Damn it, now I need to find my own fuel. I remember.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked.
Is there ever any point where I saw fucking fuel? I don't remember.
The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response.
Knock again.
The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Hold on, who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get.
From within comes the faint sound of a broom sweeping across the concrete floor.
This is the police. Open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
Always echoes with her cackle, but I'm not joking.
No. I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building.
Lady, please.
Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
Kim, so we're a real policeman.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
Lieutenant repeats dutifully.
There is no reply. Just faint sweeping. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door.
God damn it.
No. Go check the.
Backyard door.
I gotta go find another entrance. Alright, fine. I've decided to go completely into safe zone. I don't know why you. Okay.
Yeah, what's that noise down
You got a demon in you, buddy? Fuck was that?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Fine, better than getting frustrated. Yeah. I just decided, fuck it. I'm just gonna save scum. Whatever, man.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
Put some levels into it, I can.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Yeah, so you adjusting his shirt.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Okay. Looks like you got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. You tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Muscular? I can think of a couple people.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead houseplants littered the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
Kind of friend.
It was my Sunday friend.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
The Shrek guy? I was thinking the Shrek guy and the tall racist. What's your friend's real name? But the tall racist, does he have work boots on? I don't remember. But it would make sense if it was a strike guy, because he said it was like worker boots. Your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
You tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
Against a courtyard, silent like a bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back. You are really suspicious.
Ask him again.
Listen, I really need your name.
And I really need to finish this cigarette.
He replies with a subtle smile.
But he hasn't left yet.
He inside this apartment building. Can you help me?
Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. I have to run.
Alright, we'll
No.
talk later.
We won't.
One last drag of a cigarette before stubbing it out on the
Now, if
balcony.
you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Man, if this fails, I'm going to re-roll it. Convince him to stay.
This isn't
Thank
the
God.
place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains.
Thank you. For once, I win a check that I should win. Fuck's sake. I don't think the racist guy would do this, though. I don't know. What skin color was the victim before he turned green? And then maybe we'll have an answer. Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With the flick of his wrist, he sends a cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Stone placed right next to the front door.
Good luck with the investigation.
Ah, thank you. Thanks, buddy. Stone?
He's gone.
That also insinuates that fucking... I would assume that the big fat guy has people around the city fucking watching him if this guy is super suspicious. And scared of people listening in. Since that guy is, you know, mega corrupt. Should run after him, see where he
No
went.
point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
Lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that.
A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Blue, they douse him with yellow acid. I'm Einstein, dude. Oh my god, we got Sherlock Holmes over here. No way, he's gonna crack the case immediately. Put him on the case. Get in the call with me, Nia. Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them.
We're gonna find the right one.
We'll just have to go in and see.
Alright. I'm gonna make sure to save a lot so I can fucking win my checks. Because, oh my god. Hello? Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Box is filled with cleaning chemicals. It smells of laundry detergent. An old shoe rack. Boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Maybe I shouldn't go knocking on random doors just yet. Oh, yeah. Wait, this gives me drama? Well, less authority? You know what? Yeah. Sick. Five-pointed star on the wall. Someone have money in their shoe. $6? Oh, yes, thank you. Postcard. Hello, ma'am.
Give me a moment.
Ah, you're the lady that was on the other side of the door. The nerd glasses? Yeah. Listen, I just look more friendly. You know, people open up to me more. With my shit-eating grin. Elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Won't take long, only have a few questions.
Go ahead then. What do you want to know, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I want to know why your face looks like a fucking PS1 character. You look straight out of Metal Gear Solid. Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
You live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Oh, gonna be looking for a bit? Okay, all good.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, smoker on the balcony.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Looks to the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You
What?
hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
Uh-huh.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. Just want to talk to him. You know where he lives?
Talk?
What was so funny about that?
Because he's a troublemaker?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's
Points east.
usually home in the evening.
Room 28. All right, thank you.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Looking for the parents of a kid named Kuna.
The waiters are at the end of this hallway, right next to the communal bathroom.
I don't know. Should I go try that? I'm going to get fucking killed. How am I supposed to take on a man with zero physical capabilities and that guy is drugged out of his mind on steroids? I feel a question about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
He leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Thanks, I'm off. Okay, so door 28, and you said what? Kuno's parents was at the end of the hallway next to the bathroom. It says firing squad for the rich. I don't think tackling that is gonna be a very good idea. It's crashing in the darkness. Someone has torn down the wall. Oh shit. Old grocery list on table and checks.
What's happened here?
You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
There's always a little something in the fridge.
Indeed.
Aha! Balcony. Apartment 8. 9.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture.
It was next to the bathroom, right?
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno de Reuter.
Right. So you found where Kuno's dad lives.
And the place comes with 3 months worth of utility bills.
Okay, definitely gonna have a save for here because I think I'm going to fucking die. I think I'm better off trying to sneak than talk. Well, actually, maybe talking with them would be better, but let's try the sneaking route first and just breaking in.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. It should be easy, but it's just an awkward angle.
Look at this.
The door
Do you
doesn't
see what I
really
mean?
open wide
Do you
enough to
see what
really
I
get the
mean?
cutters through.
Like,
can't
are you
get the
kidding me?
leverage you
Are you
need.
fucking kidding me?
And the cutters are blunt.
Like,
And the chain is just super strong, okay?
like,
It's
what?
not your fabric rustles. The lieutenant's chin catches against his collar. He is looking on, shaking his head in disappointment.
Dude, this, like, what the
Trouble with the chain, officer?
These are no ordinary chains. These are titanium chains. Supreme titanium, Kim.
Supreme titanium? Sure. The door inside this complex has super hard, super expensive chains.
You can't stand for that. Come on, show him what you can really do.
I so won't be beat by a goddamn. What the fuck, dude? I swear to God.
How? How can this be? How can such a simple chain defy our best efforts? Are you that bad with your hands? I do not understand.
What the fuck, dude? I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless. What do I add to that? Like, how do I add to this? You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Do you see why I want to save Scum now? You see why I want to save Scum? Like, dude, I don't understand. Even the game doesn't fucking get it, dude. Even the game doesn't understand. Fuck you. Oh my god. There's actually no way. This game fucking hates me. Let's see, let's go for fucking triple.
Snip.
Wow,
The
look at
cutter
that.
goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door.
Yeah, fuck this game, dude. I'm safe scumming everything. I don't care anymore. After that shit, nah, I'm done. I'm done giving this game the benefit of the doubt. I'm safe scumming every chance I get. Fuck this game, dude. Fuck this game.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
Alright, I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of me. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from the moisture. Maybe I can, like, I don't know, karate chop.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Lieutenant, I've located psychoactive substance on the table.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to
Yeah.
something in the other room. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world. A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some
This is-
socks even.
This is not a good idea.
In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Hold up, Lieutenant. Look at that pile of clothes.
Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
I'm going to die. But fuck it. Let's see what happens. Keep sending your hand towards the
Your
pile.
hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
I'm going to die. Pull the blanket
You
off.
see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol. And God knows what else.
Ugh.
The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down.
Oh,
He's already down.
damn. Okay, well. Job well done. Is this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The limb seems to be twitching from time to time. I like how he's even fucking calling it.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. Maxtor is a gas company. He's wearing free socks from a gas company. They probably came with the bills.
This is depressing.
A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
So, can I save real quick? Because I would like to figure out what he's saying.
The aging alcoholic is still there. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something.
Gesticulate? What does that mean?
And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's
Pigs?
trying to call you pigs.
Yeah, is he awake? Fuck you, die.
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Is this Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
I was expecting something worse.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to.
Lieutenant tilts his head.
This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
Jesus.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Hold on, what happened to his eyes?
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight.
I've always wondered if that's a thing that can really happen. People sleeping with their eyelids like slightly open. Like I've always wondered, is that something that can actually happen? So I never knew if that was just something people say, or that happens in shows, or if it's something people really can do. Why did Kim have to say that? I mean, it's true. Kuno told me that himself, pretty sure. This is serious damage. I'm still not sure he's not dead. 3 words managed to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Maybe we should help him somehow.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Excellent form.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The arm sauce would turn him down.
As your eyes would dry out. Does he blink? Like, Jesus, this is just sad.
They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Years, months, weeks.
Days?
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
Jesus, I was expecting to get, like, murdered. But this is just sad. Like, no wonder Kuno's such a fucked up kid. Let's see what happens if I do this.
I took your amphetamine, old man. Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
No, not even that. Wow, this is great.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I think I need to talk to the cafeteria manager about my room.
You certainly have been avoiding it.
Pay for damn it. Oh, no. Oh, not my money. Well, I mean, I did it, but damn. Calling it a night, huh? What happens if I keep going? Pay for damages? Try negotiating? Oof. Oh, that's my fucking, what my character's built for. When did I get to do this? Join him on the Whirling in Rags balcony after 22 when you're calling it a day. Oh, okay. But it's like, I'm supposed to call it a day right now, but can I just keep going? Like, what happens if I just keep going?
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. The Star and Antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the Communards during the Revolution. Even today, half a century after, the Star and Antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
And sadness, yeah. It's no wonder why Kuno refers to himself in a third person and is a fucked up little shit. Speaking of RPGs, I started New Vegas recently. Good game. Good game, very good game. My a buddy of mine, name's User. He's going to, well, his name's User, but his name on Twitch is like, what was it, Courier Chief? Because he always wears Master Chief avatars in VR chat, so. And Courier for Fallout, so Courier Chief. He started streaming it. Because he talked about streaming for so long. I helped him set up his OBS and everything, and I helped him set all that up. And he didn't stream for like a month or two. And me and the other buddies are like, motherfucker, when are you gonna stream? Where's the stream? I helped you set all this up, and you said you wanted to stream, you wanted to do it, and you never fucking did it. You had the entire summer to do it, and you never did it. What the fuck? But he should be going through that game soon, which is fun. Oh man, that was a fun night. I was really tired, and then I get a call from him like, my OBS is not detecting sound. Help me. And then it was just problem after problem after problem after. Oh man, that night. But yeah, New Vegas, peak. Love that game. Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does that invoke in me?
Gone. Gone is the glory of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no one.
Right. I want to see if I can find that guy's apartment. Well, I expected to like get in a giant tussle with the extremely built guy that's on steroids, and you know, that ended up happening. Hey, I can actually talk to you up here now. What's up?
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but here you are.
That's right. We evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
Anyway, bye. I see loot. Wink, what's this? Above, tarps flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. Door's locked, can't get in. Hey, I like this art. That looks good. Blue, which means I need a crowbar. Oh, never mind. Oh, is that because I have... Wait, what does blue mean? I don't think the time is advancing. It only advances when you talk to people, right? And it only advances when you pick new dialogue. Enough coal to last several winters. Smells like chemicals. Someone's been sleeping here. Recently. Cindy? No, she said, it's the fucking cleaning lady. Right? Or did she say she sleeps? No, she said she sleeps in the coal room, or say next to it? Hey.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
Whoa. I have a lot more stuff. Holy shit. Tell me about the man who lives at the end of the hallway. Uno de Ruiter.
I don't want to talk about the waiters.
Waitus. Cleaning lady mutters. She starts digging for something in her pockets. Why not?
Addicts. All of them. And sometimes I hear them screaming.
He winces.
They don't like me cleaning behind their door. Think I'm listening in on their fights.
Jesus.
We saw unpaid utility bills. Aren't they going to be evicted?
No one likes them in this building. It's only because of the kids they haven't been thrown out. I don't like talking about those people.
Jesus Christ. Poor fucking kid. You know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
Alright. Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
One of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else.
Who lives in apartment 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I heard someone walking inside.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
He pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
She mumbles some kind of a response.
Sure, I'll help you out. Why not?
You hear someone walking around inside. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
What? That's not... This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice wearing tense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
Hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
But we want to help the old lady.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
This apartment's supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official. You have plenty of reason to enter.
Are you cooking morphine in there? I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in.
Oh, come on.
There's a pause where you hear the door being unlocked.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Oh, thanks, man. Tennis says, nodding toward the unlocked door. Hi. Gonna look at shit around you first? It's like a fine mattress. Don't be ridiculous. You can hear swarming with bugs. Damn. Blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. I should absolutely take it. 3 morale. Ooh. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. Uh-huh. Hello.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
God, that smile. She jingles a set of keys in her hand.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Jesus.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paperclip passport. Sure.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Everything seems to be in order. What
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
He stops, hesitating.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Is it a bit late to be working?
It is.
He breathes in and out to the count of 3. It looks like some special stress release technique before she continues.
Everyone says the real estate agents don't do anything. But here I am in the middle of the night cleaning up someone's crash pad. So the sooner we get this over with, the better.
He means you. Time for the next question. Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
Snaps her fingers.
The sum must have been puny.
Couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable.
Affordable is probably the only thing that's fucking true in that statement.
I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
But he's also disappeared, I think.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
Alright, that's all, thank you.
Of course.
Well, didn't break it.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
It is my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
The Jamrock Shuffle. -1, confusing behavior. By now, it's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets? Maybe more juicy containers? Let's be honest, you like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippine kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day. Wait, is that why you're still helping at opening containers? You think you'll find the Holy Scepter in the Orbe de Montang? Dude, I am absolutely a loot goblin. I am getting this one next for sure. I am definitely a loot goblin. That's my thing.
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any countercultural people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up for the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Yes, radio computer wizards are coming. They're going to save the place and the economy.
Oh, I do like wizards. And people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
She means clairvoyance.
Well, there you go, lady. Help you out. Oh. Just open? No, it's the bathroom. Her curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Ugh. Moss crawls on the bathroom tiles. Actual moss. Oh, free stuff. Yoink. Okay. I don't remember. Oh, wait. Wait. Aha. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. A room glow of light pollution rises from the east. Record box full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Money. Current shift, just a little. Someone is watching from within. Is that why that guy was so suspicious? I freaked out? Someone watching you from up here? I don't know why these are specifically highlighted blue. Shut the door, nothing for you here right now. Be sure about that. Damn. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives there isn't home.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
Sure thing.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Looks around, taking in the cold spring air.
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you mean?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Suddenly, he's a little worried about your memory. Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Sounds good. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Alright, I guess no breaking and entering. Alright, well. Oh, what? What's wrong with them singing along some buoyant dance track? Alright, well. Back at 9 p.m. Wait, 9 p.m.? Motherfucker, does that mean I just barely missed him then? Because he was up there earlier, but he did leave. Shit. Well, whatever. You know what? Actually, I guess I could try to, go to the body. Because now I think about it, I haven't tried it. It's a very low chance, but I can still try.
And I can save Scum if I feel like it.
Have I talked with you yet? No, you weren't always here. I don't think. Oh, you are just pointless. Okay. Can I take your shit? Okay, thanks. Oh, wait, a bag. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, I have a bag. I can finally start taking bottles to sell for money. Let's go. Oh yeah, we're cleaning up this place one bottle and can at a time. Ah, beautiful. Cleaning up the world. Gotta keep an eye out for fucking cans and bottles now. I guess I should just head back then. Oh shit, look at that. Actually got stuff going on right now. Can I talk to you now?
Hello, sweetie.
Oh fuck, I need to go back to the body. Whoops. No, whatever.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You? Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie. Look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses. She looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How would you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime, riding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there are also side mysteries. Sequence killers and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Damn it. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
A grenade? Did you find a war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Are you, out near?
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak.
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Runs her hands over the chrome wheels of the chair. Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
No problem.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. but surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
We're dead hunting each other. We're gone. The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced capital of the world. Something like that?
Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else do you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world.
Is it?
We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
The pause she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
God, I want to do these stupid fucking... Oh, man. All I know is we're approaching the end times. It's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Oh, thanks.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there.
Oh.
But now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing
Oh.
for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Uh-huh. Wait, we are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations under the freest market. What is this, Metal Gear Solid 2? Cop, we are living under the coverage. Do I want to go out there? I'll just keep it simple. So, kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
There's no government. How come there are cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
So, how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Revolution you mentioned?
Defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Tell me more.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
Turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Gotta get going
Of
now.
course, dear. Good luck with your case.
I'm gonna quick save because I'm just curious, but I'm. this option's
Hello
fucked
again,
up.
sweetie.
Sweeties needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
Tug on her heartstrings. This is so fucked up. I hope I fail this.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
This is fucked. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you could, any money you have could help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Jesus, this is awful. Sean has a gold camera pin on her left jacket pocket and drops into your palm.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, Summer 31. Dinghy races. You could totally sell this pin for cash.
You're quite well.
Jesus Christ. $3? Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm not. Fuck that. I'm not stealing the pin from this lady. Not a monster. Jesus Christ. Gotta have some dignity. Water room's been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Hello? Man sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. Back to shirts reads Wild Pines, circled by a logo with a
A
tree.
colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the
Okay,
bottom
yeah, I get
left
it.
corner.
Inspect
of
the piece of
screen
plastic
above
on
your
his carabiner.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Steal the ID. Do I really? I don't really think I'm gonna need that. I mean, I already got inside the dock.
The worker. Perhaps he's on
Ah.
his way to where you just came from. Into the primordial darkness. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook.
And the man?
The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
Didn't see me?
No, he's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully.
To the dock.
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore.
Wipe through the pocketbook and take what's
You
inside.
find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says, 5 Real. It feels nice and greasy.
Who's the
The
carabiner?
sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He
Wow, cool. The two of you look nothing alike, just so you know. Wow, awesome. Just robbed this man. Listen, that old lady was pretty sweet to me, but this guy means nothing to me. So. Wrong place, wrong time, man. Oh. Plus, I'm gonna need all the money I can get because. Ooh.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
Impressive beard.
He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks at you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. What is golden orange like a forest fire but smells like liquor?
Are you kidding me?
No, man, help me out. What is golden orange and smells like liquor?
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this name thing.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
Takes a step back.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Behind a pile of coasters, finds some paper and hands to the
You
lieutenant.
said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Yes.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then. Questions. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, before I asked you where. Now I'm asking you why she left.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Smooth.
Thank you.
Mystery solved.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct.
Stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. I guess I like to be thorough.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
That's all, man.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
130? 130?
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility. You don't like those.
What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
the IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, do you mean some form of street cred?
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Points to red ledger on the counter.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
You want to arrest? Fuck off, necktie. Did I share my neckties? Did I share my tie speak to me twice?
No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him! It would be wiser! He wants to take your money!
Not comfortable with this. Try to somehow tuck the tie away.
The lieutenant watches you fiddle with your horrific tie. Sweat stains forming under your armpits. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it from?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
What do I need it?
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
Is this money?
Yes, it is.
That's 10 plus 10. I don't have that much money, though. Eat the money.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Happens now.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marble Hill?
Why did you say that?
These are just synapses firing. It doesn't mean anything.
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless?
Something produced by the random firing of synapses doesn't sound like a place you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo. Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
6 hours? Jesus, man. Well then. Shit. I should probably... Oh, didn't I already call into the station? I thought I already did that like at the very beginning.
It will take...
Her voice...
Gottlieb, what do you want?
Oh, I guess I contacted the wrong... Oh, shit.
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Let's call Lazarus. People are worried about me. I'm in a bad way, Doc. A real bad way.
It's you.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
I lost my memory. All of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
Not surprised? Okay. Anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
You know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Sure. But can you tell me about myself as in who I am?
Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do.
You've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yes.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Is there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yes, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactosin.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Fucking idiot.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
So that's it for now. I'll click suddenly hear the familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
What a useless asshole. You should connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported the murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yeah, give him the number.
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes...
Whoops.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Your voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from you. Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
Quit your job at Whirling. Why?
You mean why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Okay. Did you leave because of Gark?
What? No, why would you even think that?
You told me he asked you out. Are you saying it didn't happen?
Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business.
God, why can't you just mind your own business? She mutters.
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Okay, anyway. Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What's this union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Like there's a limit to my authority then.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
Ooh. What others?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Her voice is resigned and weak.
Okay, I understand.
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
See, don't worry about it, I understand.
You do? What else can I do for you?
Know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
You see my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
The badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Tim doesn't have a uniform. He seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
I found my patrol cloak early, but have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
This is a stupid question. Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
She sounds beyond exasperated. I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
And what? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Man.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them.
Off of what?
You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that.
Yeah, I imagine they would.
I remember this.
Oh my God.
Screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains." Very nice visuals there.
Awesome.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after.
Awesome. I should have killed myself.
No, please. No more suicide threats. Thank God you don't have that stupid gun anymore.
There are way more inventive ways than a gun to leave this world.
Fuck off, conceptualization. Jesus. Okay, I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
Yeah, I pawned it. Yeah.
I already know this. I think I got everything I need, thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Empathy. Wait, why did she seem angry with you? I swear to God, if this fails.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Why do I always end up screwing everything up?
It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
Scotty!
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
Fucking Scotty! Oh my God. You're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on, I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on, which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about the song.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Wait, police documents?
The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
What happened to them?
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do.
Resentment gets way too concerned in her voice.
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good 10.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I truly am sorry for everything, Sylvie.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
What else did I sing besides the I'm looking for a song.
Oh, all sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Maybe you could help me identify this one particular song.
Which one would that be?
One that was really sad.
Sad? I think the one you mean is The Smallest Church in San Sans. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
But when I spoke to Gar, it seemed like he thought you left because of him.
Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do.
Huh. Didn't you cross the line when he asked you out?
No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord coiled around her index.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him maybe.
I can tell.
Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
Right. Thank you for talking with me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Hey, what's up, LoJack?
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Okay, I'm done. What?
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, there are Copo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Some kind of weapon cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Okay, but what are the other Copo types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
Will the other Copo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
Fucking, they should be sorry.
Yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up?
Opt in.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
I mean, have I really been that apologetic? Only really to that one girl that I said sorry to. Self-critic. You're one sorry piece of shit. Cop Hinton, flag it, cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal. Jesus Christ. Okay, relax. Okay, maybe this will make him lower down the amount of money I have to pay him for what I did.
Can I help you?
I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
She didn't break it. I did. I threw it against the wall.
You broke the skewer.
He just flusters the motions. A rash covers his neck.
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you. Again.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
Maybe I have a vendetta against it?
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
That she was flattered. It was just bad timing.
Really? I should give her a call then.
Man doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter.
Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...
Or can you give him a moment? Somehow you realize this is not going to net you any professional discounts. Already he's reverting back to defensive.
I've seen something here at the Whirling, or I need to talk. A thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days.
Wow,
you
thanks.
sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Anything else I want to ask?
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Another thing, yes?
Oh, I'm gonna sing-
Absolutely out of the question.
I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
What the fuck? Alright, I'm done with this.
Socioeconomics. 0.000% of communism has been built. Evil, child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmezov fucked him over, personally, with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
Oh, what the fuck? Left-wing dialogue gives me 4 XP, but -1 visual calculus, -1 authority. Oh, motherfuck. I forget it. For 1 point. Oh, I see. How's a point? Man, little shit. I want this one. Oh, I have to unlock more. Yeah, sure. Gamrock Shuffle.
Can I help? Yes. Have you got it?
Can I pay with this check?
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check?
Tier Major stares you baffled.
This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it. And come to think of it, Fritz probably closed at this hour. They are open from 7 to 11.
Or if we can come to some sort of agreement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game.
Game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it?
Hold on. I saw my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
That's put against metal blocks installed in the back of the counter.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation go anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh.
Oh, Lieutenant. We're done here.
You're cool with me breaking into the fucking room? Okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Oh.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage.
Look at it.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
Or hubcaps.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those things?
They are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
A vanity he wouldn't mind.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I get it, I would have confiscated them too, they're mesmerizing.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
But thank you.
Yes, the bird's nest Roy, near the canal. We've been there. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's
Thanks,
Nest.
I appreciate your
Roy.
help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Oh, I feel bad.
Hello.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Dennis steps in and hands them spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a misc banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
That explains the pawnbroker opens the restaurant counts the
Of
cash.
course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
It's cash and turns.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
I'm sorry, okay?
The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Jesus,
Another
man.
time, perhaps.
I'm sorry, man. Sorry, my character's a massive piece of shit and he costed you his spinners. Costed you your spinners, I mean. You want the money I owe you?
Yes. Have you got it?
I have your money.
Well?
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
That I can do.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Nope. We're all good.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Let's go.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Always been here, iOS come back. Alright, stalker, calm down. I know I gave you that stalking advice, but taking it a little bit too close to heart.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
I know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
and then there's the fact that he looks way cool doing it.
How do you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, we are told.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man. So we didn't even inspect the body.
Yeah, I know.
And there's still much to do at the crime scene too. We didn't search it thoroughly enough.
He would have put all of this more harshly, but he doesn't want you to feel completely discouraged. Probably because he's afraid that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
Don't worry, Kim. I'll be in much better shape
I
tomorrow.
look forward to that. As for the interviews, we conducted an interview with Everard Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
Maybe if I actually, pass my fucking skill checks.
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
Yeah, I agree. I should have save scummed that. I should have just save scummed it fucking then and there, but no. I had to be like, you know what? I should try not to save scum as much as possible. Then I kept getting fucked over constantly. And now, I decided, fuck it. I'm sure I can get him to tell us more.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
I want a different name. One I haven't ruined yet.
You can look into the process of changing your name after we finish this investigation. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
Wow, I have no such thing, Shelly. Shelly, don't you start. Don't you start. I swear to God, Shelly, don't you start.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I don't like to waste time, My mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on a cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Oh, thanks. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to use?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Okay, and how can you be sure the rest of you will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see, and if someone resists?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Damn. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
You ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on. He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
Oh shit. Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
No, I don't think I have.
Perhaps. But Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of kills.
Damn. What happens to people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. Who makes all these rules? The coalition government?
Yes, the international community's mission in Revachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
Gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Say it was the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
Or a lantern. What is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
They believe it.
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
Who's Dolores
A
Day?
historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like him?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
I have an opinion on them.
Do you?
Lieutenant Arch's brow then pulls on his cigarette, slim white thing in his fingers. Oh my god. I'll go with things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police refuge.
In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, vigilante sounds bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like
this? It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
Looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Well, I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Stubs a cigarette and looks to the door. Good night, buddy. Empty cassette tape. And look in the mirror again.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Already did save. Do it.
The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
I have a 3% chance now. I fixed the steam.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Dig deep into your mind to look at the source of the expression.
Steam anymore. Like the rest of you, it comes from a back.
Run it back.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume la Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it? Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume Le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
Jesus Christ. How long ago was the news?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Relic. Anything else? Like who I am? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
What does this have anything to do with OO?
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
Yes, that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Some of the stardust will return? Yeah, I fucking doubt that.
It's barely covered in steam anymore. Still not happening.
Damn it.
It won't come off that.
Alright, well, that's everything.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
We're all in. Time to get some eat.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Day 1.
And then sleep doesn't. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Just like
it barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
The other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Oh.
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep then.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Oh. What in the goddamn?
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I was left?
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What's Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Oh boy.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
What a dream. 7:30.
Good going, buddy.
Oh, it's gonna be now when I close my eyes.
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What chick?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
What the hell's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die. Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
No, I can take this. I'm not gonna go look for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You
That's a lie.
will be fired.
No, that's a lie. I could do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear it, dickhead. So, it's the dawn of a new day. So, first objective. Probably going to be go investigate the body again, because I still haven't done that. What was everything? He said, what was everything our buddy said? He was like, inspect the body. We also should try to get, oh, we should probably tell the guy about the door. And also try to get more info out of him, since I did that for him. I need to help out the boat lady, which I don't remember exactly what she wanted. I don't remember what she wanted from us. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot. This is almost done. I'm thinking about forgetting this. Oh wait, no, not this one. Forgetting this one because it downs my shit, and I only get XP for. You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna forget it. Fuck it. I don't want it. So first things first, the body. See, not here.
The door is closed.
Sure.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Swallow the emotion.
The door is closed.
Try the hammer.
This door can only be opened with a key, or from
again.
still no answer.
Knock again much harder.
Still nothing.
Damn, okay. I don't know why I did that, but I just saw the option and figured why not. Alright, so... Uh-huh. Oh, he's over there. Okay. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Morning.
Gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
This is going to be a mess. He's the man Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Oh wow, you actually forgot?
One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Experience, thank you. I mean, I know why, but I guess I'll ask, why do we need to talk to them?
A lot of things point to the Dock Workers Union. The circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Actually, that's not a lot of things. We should have dug up more yesterday. Still, we need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Jeez, man, I tried my best, alright? Fuck. It's not my fault the game fucking shit on me on rules. There's so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements.
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
I am.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
I mean, it would probably be best to go back to the... It would definitely be best to inspect the body and go back to Mr. Reddit mod and get some info out of him. Because he'll probably give us some stuff to work with before I go and talk with them. Breakthrough!
The Jamrock Shuffle. In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows? Maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
The Cocaine Skull. Find better loot and lock containers? Oh, yeah. Sick. Alright, now I can replace that shitty one with something else. I can find my way back home. There's a lot of stuff I could do. Advanced race theory for that one guy. Hobocop is one of them. One sorry piece of shit. A sorry cop. What would this even give me? Oh, wait. Whoever made you this way, you could be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. Is that gonna be a good idea? I mean, I can find my way back home, so I won't have to pay him for a room every night. I guess first I'll probably get some info if I manage to get back home about myself. So you know what? Let's go with that one. I'm gonna find my way back home. Let's find my goddamn apartment or house or whatever. Might figure out where I live.
Just a moment.
The woman turns it back to the cafeteria manager.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Oh.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Howdy, Lena, what's kicking? Sure. Howdy, Lena, what's kicking?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
A faint smile tells you she appreciates the effort, but at the moment her mind is on more serious matters.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
He sighs. Wait, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
He frowns.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Yeah, that's weird. Why'd you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
He looks down.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
That's out the window toward the bay. What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Isn't the water lock, like, fucked up right now?
The water lock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Yeah. Water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Probably just some technical problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
Right.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here, when or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Tell me more about this rare insect your husband's looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but...
Ah yes, Phasmatodia, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Ghost insects, colloquially. Oh yeah, here comes the interesting.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
Looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Establishment. I thought so.
But this is a cool. What makes you think the Phasma is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insul Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses.
I'm really excited about this cryptid.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insul Indian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses.
Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
So, is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Okay, so what's so special about the stick bug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
The woman's face flushes with embarrassment.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
That's all for now, man. Okay. Hey, buddy, I have to ask you something.
Can I help you?
Never mind. Guess I don't. Back here. Start drying these smell chemicals of pine trees. Tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. Aroma of spice, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Oh, money. Hello. Where are you?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please. It's not funny.
Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Cool. All right, bro. See you later.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe.
Gotta push on the door.
The door does not budge.
Wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
Even he's agreeing with me. Yes, a mini side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Sure. I know I said I'd go to the body and stuff first, but there's stuff to do here.
Can I help you?
But didn't you say to ask Gart about
Can
it?
I
That's
help
what he just
you?
said, right?
Another thing. Great. I
Okay, it's here.
love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
You know what's behind it? You have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
Treasure. Runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
No key. And I bust in. So the phone line is dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
That's pretty strange. Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe I am a cook.
You're not. You're a menace. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
I mean, I already went in there, so... I'll make a save here in case I spend too much time out here, then end up missing these guys, but they said... He told me that they're probably going to be here for a while, so... For now, I'm going to go back to the body. Because it is really important that I fucking investigate this thing.
There he still is, looking right through you. With
endurance. Do I have anything to help me with endurance?
There he still is,
8%.
looking right through you.
Sure.
With his white eye. You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Hell yeah. Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Industrial. Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
I did notice that. I never said it, but I looked at his boots and they looked odd to me. Looked kind of weird. And I guess I was right.
These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Yeah, armor? Yeah, because these did not look like normal boots. Armor. These aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Sabatons?
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
Thanks, super useful to know.
It's all you, baby.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Advanced armor? What? Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Maybe he... Okay. Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless
the material
and synthetic.
The material looks out of place
here. It is. It's expensive.
Lieutenant draws a line in condensation on ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabulary deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real?
Not too much, yes.
Pathetic. I need to hustle more and hate less.
I have no idea what that means.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial reports on the area suggest he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
It's a pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Weird. Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your finger over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Hold the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot under
The
your arm.
stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward,
Uh-oh.
an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
And its voice is sharp, looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Do what?
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
All but liquefied.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
Detectives, there may be clues. There may be clues inside the
How
boot.
many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides,
He taps on the boot.
there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
So you want me to go back down here in the middle of the night when he's not around to steal the... Sounds like a plan.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Sure. Okay, got it.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind, for airport transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it?
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
Like it was something else.
Yes, it often is. This bed worries me.
You sure want him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch bow. Climb up using the kid's ladder.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Makes a pulling motion.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt.
Inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
Will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
The map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
Missing something here.
So am I.
Sudden ringing fills the air, so Lieutenant pulls down his zipper of his orange jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Uses two metal cap and pulleys and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus that then shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
Points the camera at the corpse, peering into it, the lens needs adjusting. Then
a sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Have it? I should look at it later, without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
Thank you.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors. Their dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. The corpse looks right.
Hold on.
It grows.
Tell me, who are you,
his
dead
head.
man?
His face.
I'm gone.
Oh. Man, Pigeon will lose his mind reading all this. I mean, he doesn't really need to read for the most part. He could just listen to them talk. The most reading he'll do is just, you know, your dialogue option. So it's not that bad. I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
Something you are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Is this solid information?
Go ahead, Cobbo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
He loves those.
Why do I love asking? Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
My name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney's not who I am. I'm Harry.
No, you're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker.
What do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Provocopo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Because he told me to.
You're a lying sack of shit, Copo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
A baby affected with harlequinism.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini.
Enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Oh, fuck.
The
okay.
man before you is naked.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I think he was upright after his death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
Ugh.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck are you saying?
Talking about shit.
What? Goddamn right, I'm a
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls.
Big said he's a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
He's laughing silently. Thank you for appreciating my humor.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Wow.
Totally dead.
Totally dead. Totally. This Buster's not coming back. Dead. Dead. What is dead anyway? This role no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago.
That sounds about right, yes.
He's beaten up to the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
Back off and catch your breath.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
How do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
I did everything. We've been thorough. You have a plan for getting him down?
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Can someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
Can't the boys from the processing take care of this?
No.
Why?
Think of the boys from processing as murderers. Only instead of people, they murder crime scenes. Processing is a wrecking crew. They know how to commission off items and how to work the incinerator in the morgue. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
We could saw the branch?
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
There, the buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
There probably is a chance you can miss.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow
Oh,
sharp,
shit.
the lieutenant unzips his jacket.
He's actually gonna do it.
And produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Oh, here we go.
Securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
I'm gonna say no.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
No!
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I have the gun. I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
Pauses, then shrugs, proceeds to load the
Go
pistol.
ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Take the gun.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground.
Come on.
And your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Point the gun. I can point the gun at. Holy shit. He would not like that. Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the corpse
honestly
slowly rotates.
I wonder if you can just shoot her.
The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Your feet slow.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Oh, scream! Nice.
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces,
yes,
coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
You've been policed.
Ace is high.
Hey, is that right? Saying waiting for you to slap it?
Ace is high, a custom invented by the aerostatic brigades during the revolution, is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports.
Dude,
the gesture is spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves.
Slap it. No sound effect?
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
That was a good high five.
I knew these guys were
Yeah, worth that. Got a problem with it?
Kuno cracks with laughter. Sounds like someone strangling a seagull. It's clear he enjoys himself.
I knew they suck each other off.
Alright, what now?
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
Turns away from the corpse.
Slumped on the ground like that has not improved the way the corpse smells. The fall seems to have released something deep inside it.
It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Alright.
I would suggest we interview Everard and Joyce, the leader of the Union and the Wild Pines rep. But we've already done that, so it's up to you, detective. Take us where we need to be.
Yeah, I've already done all that.
He trusts you have plenty of things in a task chain lined up.
Okay, so you want me to take a little break so that you don't have to deal with that immediately. Alright, sure. Damn it! I was so curious.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
Hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
You know what? I found a video. It's fine. It's fine. I found a video. Hold on. We'll just look at it from here. The person who made the video is this person, White Locks. So here, we'll just look at it from here.
He's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Do it! Set me free!
Oh my god.
Don't.
You feel the lieutenant's hand on your shoulder.
Do it!
No way, you can actually shoot.
The sound of the explosion from your gun echoes all over Martinez. The bullet found its way to the heart of district in mourning. Burned out cop shoots child.
Holy
Yesterday,
shit!
in the district of Martinez, a deranged law official from the paramilitary outfit that calls itself the Revachol Citizens Militia shot and killed 10-year-old Kunoes Vitalainen.
Holy-
Locals are in shock. He was out of control, said Lauren Scott, local hostel and cafeteria manager. I hope they put him away for good.
What the fuck? Holy shit. You can actually just put her down with a perfect shot to the heart. Holy shit. That is crazy. Oh my god, that is fucking whack. You could actually just shoot her and kill her right then and there. Holy fuck.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
No hesitation, dang. No, bro, just fucking pulled the trigger and gone. Dead. Holy shit. I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
You'd say they didn't make that ceiling guy give us some of his money either.
Can't say that. You shook him. You're a killer. A shark.
Sure, and I got that giant novelty check from Everard.
Wasn't easy getting that giant novelty check from Everard. Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken it.
Oh, and there's pawning stuff off of that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I've made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol?
Oh. I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Huh. Are you sure? It seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
You know what? No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
You got it, my man. Don't worry. I'll fight the taxes. Indirect modes of taxation. First, if you have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Find indirect taxation for the Gossamer stays compatible with all creds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now. Unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and the banditos at the Insulidian Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. Right. Sure. Still gonna focus on this first. Also, how many skill points do I have? Wait, I have 5? Holy shit. Maybe I should just level some stuff up. Just because I was thinking about saving it, but I guess if I'm cheesing stuff now. What do I want to level up? I think I'll do that. Level up that once. Can I level this up to level 7? What would that give me? Oh wow, I can go up to 10. Crazy. I have 3 more. Let's see. Love drama. Perception. I like to have a lot of perception. Composure. And that's good for now. That sounds good. So I'm assuming if I go investigate the body right now, he'll tell me, hey, let's go do some other stuff first.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion. By autopsy, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Oh, I guess we're good. First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit.
What?
And the failure of the 38 single, Epuis Descent, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Why don't you? Yeah, why don't you know? What use are you?
You must have me confused with the Copperpedia.
What's the Copperpedia? I think I need to talk to him.
You, sir. You are the Copperpedia.
You, sir, or you are the Copperpedia. Actually, it appears I have forgotten what a field autopsy is.
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes note, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death.
You need a scalpel for it?
A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however.
Let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Objection! Did Gumfuck not tell you that the autopsy updated? Oh my god. No, the autopsy was updated 5 minutes ago? No way. Which means... Dude, that shit is so stupid. Fuck. I remember watching someone play Phoenix Wright and I'm like, there ain't no way. Are you fucking kidding me? So that means your argument is invalid. What do you mean? What? I had your ass and you pulled that out like immediately?
Oh, I actually have an updated autopsy report for 5 minutes ago. You're wrong.
Like, go fuck yourself. Alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
I thought you were the one who was like, fucked up earlier. Okay. Or should I take these notes?
In your paperwork, officer, just fill out the field autopsy form.
He sighs, already expecting the answer. You're not gonna believe this. I think I've lost my paperwork.
Now they only have one paperwork too.
Officer, what haven't you lost?
My shoes. I have both of them. I found the other one too.
Good. Otherwise you would only have one shoe now.
He looks at his notebook.
I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several actually, but only if it helps move things along.
I'm sorry I lost everything.
Yes, well...
Lieutenant doesn't know what to say.
It's okay to cry, Runkari.
Let's work off yours for now.
Right. The autopsy form is near the end.
Okay. Take a peek at his notes. Wow. Open the notebook at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs. In 3 above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Jump ahead to the... What the fuck? Why? Just to be an asshole? Begin. 1 assistant.
That's you.
Right here to bow.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there. The next box says...
2 corners case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Write it down.
Next.
Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
I'm gonna write 42.
He nods.
Race.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mundi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither Mondial, nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
Wow, little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Right, male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Hit a death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
11. Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
Looks like it is treatment.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
Agreed. No treatment.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
What?
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Okay, turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
Turns the body into its side, check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
No, I should write it down, because what if he looks at his notes later and he's like, why did you leave out the boots? And why are the boots suddenly gone from the corpse? I'm going to write it.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Write it down.
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max! Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
Right down, but it meant for high velocity? No, right down.
Ligature mark.
Then it produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
Steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now...
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
It's a physical instrument, huh? For a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
I'm not gonna re-roll this because I don't think I can. Yeah, quick save. So I'm just gonna have to go for it. Let's pull up.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
Press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
Then as Neil closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspect the genital. Write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
Scarring is extensive, way more than a law officials.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands.
Takes the man's right hand, inspects it on the other hand. Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
I'm from...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Nothing. I got nothing.
Nothing does. This was pleasurable. I sincerely thank you for touching my hand. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were you expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal examination. Summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
I may add the moral of the story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
Brain is very vulnerable and compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
All right, N.A.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, The lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Ooh.
You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Unconscious as if in a prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force, both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Look inside the dead man's mouth, sure.
No scream. No sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Look deeper inside.
It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why, we don't have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
It's a corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust.
Hepato means liver, and biliary, the gallbladder and bile ducts.
Am I an expert in those things?
Nothing in your alcohol-soaked memory directs to having forensic expertise on either one.
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
That's it?
That's it.
Right, NA.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there?
Reservoirs? No, but do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
Would obscure tidbits and odd trivia fit the field?
No.
The completionist in me wonders there's something we can still do.
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Right, an A and toxicology requested.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
Approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, full of feces there.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Voila. Which is the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down. Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What's the 4th injury field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusion.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Shut the fuck up.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
That's the weird part. There's no signs of a struggle.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
I don't know. There's no signs of a struggle, which is really weird, which means he either just accepted that he was gonna die, or he was hung after he died. But why would they bring him here and hang him after he's already dead? As a message? As a statement? It just doesn't make sense. There was that little, I forget which one it was, but one of the voices was like, no, something doesn't add up. Which it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Why would they hang the man after they already killed him and left him here? But there's no signs of a struggle, which doesn't make any sense. Let's go with non-fatal.
He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
Serious, I don't think this was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
Wearing his hands tied. Oh, I want to say because there's no signs of a struggle. Where's that option? God damn it. I'll just go with why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this, I would tie his hands when marching him to the gallows.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench. But you're right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how did it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success. We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
What now?
Now we put him in a body bag and I drive him to Forborg for processing.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time, then at his notebook, then at the corpse again. He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
An established probable cause. I want more info.
Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around.
Pull up his nostrils?
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Your fingers in his nose.
Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage.
The fuck is he doing?
Your voice squeak, it sounds very far away.
The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider.
Fingers in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Okay. Play with it. This feels right.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Say abrasion collar.
I see it.
It looks in, there's a pen in his hand, his notebook is open at the red pages.
Kuno is silent.
Touch it with your finger gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat, from the wound.
Ooh. Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Man.
The fuck is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
Dude, it's like you don't get any visuals, but man, are they descriptive. This is fucking nasty.
This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
This feels right. Of course, let us touch a dead man's mouth. No, yeah, see, I'm getting valuable information from this. This is correct. Push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous.
Ugh.
The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. This is what he used to regulate his emotions with.
There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Fucking cavity, see?
Whose voice is hushed.
Quivering with awe.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
I feel solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
There's just pockets for something. Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack. A protrusion in the cranium. Right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it. From the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull. In the encephalus. Knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pig is wearing him like a fuck puppet.
Her voice is absolutely sizzling with excitement.
97. If I fail this, I'm absolutely loading the game back. Fish it out. Okay, there we go. Well, I did it.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
I got it.
My pig's fucking got it?
What? What is it?
Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom made of lead.
Fucking beautiful!
A bullet.
Fucking bullet. Lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. Drop it in. There we go.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Can I have it?
Of course. You deserve it.
Lieutenant drops the bag in your hand. It feels light.
Looks like we need to add one more item to your injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
I'm still not sure. Goddamn right.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
See, I knew it was weird. I knew something fell off. No signs of a struggle. There was something weird there. It's like, it's not right.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Ligament mark, fracture, high bonus, all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts for a while now, since I saw there were no signs of struggle on his hands, and no claw marks on his neck.
Exactly, we mentioned this.
There have been other signs too, small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
Aha! Alright, cool.
He didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there.
Me and my boy Kim, we got this.
There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
I mean, I guess maybe they just shot him while they hanged him.
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it doesn't explain all the other dubious things here.
Yeah.
Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Exactly what I was thinking. I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
But the boots, the boots. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
You'll be gone? What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this.
My boy, Kim.
I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Yes!
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
I mean, could I bag him more towards the end of the day? Yeah, until tomorrow morning, so... yeah, let's do it later. For now, let's just leave it. Alright, we got some real good info out of that. Nice. I'm really happy about finding the bullet. That is super cool. The bullet mushroomed out on impact, and that looks like a fanciful jacket button that's something that could pierce skin, flesh, and bone. Nice. This is a good find. As soon as I heard that there was no signs of a struggle from him hanging, I'm like, nah, no way, this ain't right. So now we're gonna look at the bullet.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
Thank God I missed it. Yeah, it was, it got pretty gross.
Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, Bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with you, Bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Fill the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
With the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
Jacketed. Wow, I actually know this. It's jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Military-grade breech-loading rifle. Huh.
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Wait. Was that? I need to check something.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Like really? Yeah, that sounds so weird. A fucking military-grade breech-loading rifle? You killed this dude with the whole-ass rifle?
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Oh, wow. Okay. Whereas clearly didn't want the man alive. I mean, it's just crazy that they use, like, something so weird and unique that can be incriminating rather than, like, a common pistol that you could get anywhere or whatever kind of weapon you could get in this universe. It's just weird that they would use something so specific. And, like, a rifle of all things. Yeah, I have a similar rifle.
Bag bearing the RCM stamp.
It's interesting. Okay. Breech loader, similar to my rifle, or the name of the antique rifle you found. And if I fail...
A rifle.
Okay, cool.
Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique, or a retrofitted antique.
Make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
So we know what gun we're looking for now.
Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you.
Yeah.
The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
So it's the exact same rifle as mine, except someone has one that's working. Does that mean anything? Did someone find a rifle down there that was usable in condition, use that to kill him? But is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
Only in working order. Guerrilla fighters in distant countries? Didn't it say that this guy was bruised up and had many scars as if he was, you know, in wars or fights or battles or whatever?
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Belmargrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Worth what? Getting shot?
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Yeah, about that. Seems we're looking for an antiques enthusiast. Oh wait, could be victim got mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters. Go with that one.
Let's find out. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Looking for the exact same thing as this, but in working condition.